Doc Rivers, welcome to the Seth Davis Show.
Well, Seth, good to be here.
Good to be with you. Sunny, beautiful California, Southern California. Great day to spend it inside of a gymnasium.
Yeah,
right?
a dark room.
We got a theater next to a gymnasium, and you're looking rested and comfortable and happy. The new season is approaching, a new job, because you're in this new situation. Are you a little bit more nervous with the season upcoming, or are you this wily old vet who doesn't get nervous anymore?
Well, I'm always nervous. I think that's good. I don't know if it's nervous or energy. You know, I have a lot of life in me, you know, and so I'm excited about the year. There's a lot of unknowns, and, you know, that excites me in a lot of ways.
I know you spent a lot of time in the offseason in the summer watching a lot of video, watching the Clippers games, breaking down video. You talked about riddling out maybe the inconsistency that the team has showed in the past. So what's maybe the number one insight from all those hours of watching
Well,
video?
there's a lot of them. You know, the defensive side of it, we can improve. You know, and it's more the will and the team unity together, playing together and buying into each other. You know, I can see, like Benny Del Negro was a heck of a coach. And it's clear what he was telling them to do was the right thing. And at some point, they have to want to follow that and follow the right advice and follow it as a team. I come from the school, I believe if I tell the entire team the wrong thing and they all do it the right way, it'll still work. And
that sense of belief in each other,
belief in each other, belief in the system, and trust. And I think they're young and they're ready, and that's important. The ready part is more important. You can be old and not ready, you know, or you can be young and ready. I think they're ready now. When I was in Boston, I had a group who were ready to win because they had their careers already. You know, Kevin, Paul, and Ray, they had won or done everything. They just hadn't won together, and they were willing to sacrifice and do whatever it took to win. And I think this group is similar, except for they're younger, which in some ways could be better if they do all buy in.
And that's something they have to buy into you and your way of doing things and your system, which may be similar to Del Negro's in some way, maybe different in some ways. You come in with a lot of credentials. You've won a championship. You've been to another NBA Finals. Are you counting on that really working in your favor? Is this going to be kind of a long process where you got to start from square one with guys who you haven't worked with before?
Well, I always take the view you have to start from square one. You know, I know their history. They know my history. But what does that do? You know, we don't play in history. You know, we play in future. So whatever I've done in the past is great, and that's been fun. And whatever they've done in the past is great, and that's been fun. But we have to kind of form our own legacy here, a new one. And it's hard. That's the one message I have for them, that winning is hard. You don't just show up and win. You don't just because you individually work out every day in the summertime and you prepare yourself the right way and then you show up. That doesn't guarantee anything. That guarantees that you did what you should do and you started the process of winning. But winning is hard, and it takes sacrifice, and you absolutely have to embrace being uncomfortable. Because if it was easy, everyone would do it. You know, and it's hard.
There's a big fella out there on the gym right now, Blake Griffin, who's getting in his work before your workouts today. And I mean, here's a guy who's averaged 20 and 10 over his career, 53% from the floor. He's only been in the league 4 years, so he's a young guy. But there is this sense, and I have it too, that for the Clippers to be great and win a title, he needs to kind of take that next step maybe on both ends of the floor, particularly on the offensive end of the floor. Do you agree with that? And what is that next step, and how are you going to help him reach it?
Well, I'm not sure what that next step is yet. You know, you don't know a guy until you coach a guy. Blake's a terrific player. He's a worker. You know, he's to the point where I'm telling him to slow down on his work. Okay, yeah, you're putting it in. He's committed to the game, and that's number one. That's what you want. Where he has to go on the floor, you know, it's got to be on both ends. You know, he has to do it on both ends, and he has to be committed to it on both ends. He has to have a consistency on both ends. And, you know.
So you think it's more on the defensive end he needs to improve than the offensive end?
Yeah, but I think he has it in him. I mean, you can see it. I think Blake and DJ should be the best defensive tandem in the league. When you look at their length and their athleticism, and Blake's IQ is what has stood out to me since being here. You know, smarter, better passer. He's a lot of better things than I knew, you know, and so we have to try to bring that out. Blake is not a vocal guy. Don't need him to be. You know, I don't think you can change guys, you know, but you can lead by example. And his work ethic can be a great leadership too for us.